Okay, so this is lecture 2 for the Sight Translation for Court Interpreters class, Spanish into English. We cover sites number 10, number 12, and number 14, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, last week. If I'm mistaken, please let me know, okay? But my understanding is that we did... No, we didn't do 10, did we? No, yeah, we did. Number 10, 12, and 14. So if there is any, and 16, we did 4 of them? Okay. Thank you. So we actually covered 10, 12, 14, and 16, okay? So I know that there was 10, 12, 14, 16, good. I know that there was an issue with the video because somehow it wasn't processing. So some of you who didn't attend lecture 1 and wanted to watch it, for 1 or 2 days you probably saw the lecture from the previous quarter, which is not that accurate. So today we're going to put the correct link since it has been finally processed. And if you go to week 1 after this class and click on it, you're going to be able to see the real lecture 1 that we did last week, okay? The actual one. And I suggest you do that even if you watch the other one, because we cover more sites in this real one, in the real one last week. So we did 10, 12, 14, and 16, okay? We're going to continue working with more sight readings, but we're going to be learning a couple of different things as well. There's a lot of stuff to be learned in this class, as you probably noticed. And we're going to be doing, some kind of lengthy sites today, and learn some slang, some colloquialisms. We're going to be learning some legal expressions that are associated with, that are coming from Mexico mainly. So there are a lot of different things that we're going to be doing today, and continue with the rendition of many of the sites, because the plan is to see if we can finish the whole class manual by week number 3, or maybe even an hour from week number 2, and we are done, so that we can do some mock examinations for both English and Spanish sites. That's kind of the idea of trying to speed up this delivery of these sites. So having said that, let's just start with one site right now so that we don't waste any time. And I'm going to ask you to go to site translation number 18. And there, I'm not going to give you any information on the material. Remember, one of the things that we discussed last week is for you to read this to comprehend the original. The steps are comprehension of the source and then rendition. So that's why I'm giving you sufficient time to do that. The idea is that when you will read this site, one paragraph, this one has 4 paragraphs, pretty long, that you will read the site, and after you finish the first paragraph, you just ask yourself, what is this about in Spanish? And then the second one, and then the third one, and then the fourth one. And then you go back and read the whole thing to figure out what's the transfer of some of these terms. There are some terms here that you will not know, such as auto de formal prisión, for example, which is an order for pre-trial detention. Auto de formal prisión, order for pre-trial detention. That's one of them. And there might be other ones, it's just that, and there are words such as, for example, cursar is to file. So if it says cursó un pedimento, is file the motion. And it is always used with pedimento, cursar. So that's a possibility. Argumenta is, actually I don't want to give you the vocabulary, but I'm giving you everything. Contends, it's a T. And Diligencias, let's do one more. Diligencias previas al dictamen de las condenas. It basically means proceedings prior to sentencing. See, as a verb, to sentence is dictar las condenas. So dictamen de las condenas will be sentencing. All right, so I'll give you one more. Corporación, which is going to be in the last one. It's not corporation, it's police force. Okay, so dice, él pertenece a la corporación. He's a member of the police force. All right, so having said that, we're going to do site number 18. I'm going to give you a lot of time to read this. To read it, you're going to have, well, let's put it the other way. You have 6.5 minutes to read it. I can move it up more, like it's going to be more like 7, honestly. So take your time to read it, understand it first. You want to read it to understand, make sure you comprehend the source, and then you read it to see how you can transfer some of those expressions. Right, so you have 6.5 minutes, 7 minutes to read it, starting now, please. Okay, time's up. Now you have 6.5 minutes to deliver it. Okay, 6.5 minutes to deliver. Deliver it out loud, please. You may begin now, please. Okay, time's up. So let's look at this site and learn in the process. Lots of material to learn. I don't know how difficult this was for you, but one of the characteristics of this site, which is unique to the state exam in general, is that you have a couple of paragraphs, maybe 3 paragraphs that are very legal, and then 1 paragraph that it has a lot of slang, particularly slang from a particular country. And that creates, some type of a problem. The state exam tends to do that so that they can check what's your register, whether you are knowledgeable with very, very high register vocabulary, legal vocabulary, such as in paragraph number 1, 2, and 4, and also if you are knowledgeable of the kind of a slang, idiomatic expressions type of thing, which you will find in paragraph number 3. So it's typical. This is a typical site translation. Might be a little bit too difficult for the state exam. It's more like at the federal level, but still it's a good illustration of what to expect in your state examination, okay? So let's just look at each paragraph and discuss vocabulary first, because that's kind of the purpose of this site, for you to learn new vocabulary. And then I'll answer your questions, which I'm sure will be mainly on vocabulary.